All right, I'm going to record another episode. We are right after the last one. And there's a lot of unhappy thunder, air going on out there. And, yeah. I should have put him up there. That was kind of dumb. Well, I'll just do that. All right. We're going to go and try and kick them out of Viborg instead of going for any kind of surrounding, which I probably should have. And I took very heavy casualties doing it. But it's ours. So I want to make sure that my southeast guys are in there. And my Carillions, I don't want him in there. I do want that there. And I probably want that there. That's fine. That's fine. I would have preferred that he be in that swamp, but that's okay. So I can't get around behind them. And I'm afraid if I attack, he won't go that way. He'll go that way. So I'm going to stick with the original plan, even though they do outnumber us down here, where it's too even for my liking. Alright, let's see what happens. I'm overcommitting. I know I am. Ah! Boo! Sucks. Alright, I'm going to go right up to them. They might try and squeeze through. We'll see what zone of control does for me. The Finns have been taken care of. I'm going to go down to here because I'm very clear on what I want. Okay, so they backed off from Grondo. They left this unit there as an annoyance. And I've got some units here. These are fairly weak, though. I'm going to leave one tank unit on the attack. That's fine. And we're going to march our way up. And now we're at this place, Kaunas. And I'm going to try and knock this guy back. Okay, this is... there we are. Now we're underneath the level we should be at. That was good. We smote him good. Can I get you to go somewhere else? No, not really. Priority is what? I think that's fine. Yeah. Okay. You're all in big trouble now. See if I can destroy that. No. I cannot. Okay. Let's get the tots over here. And my plan here is to try and cut these guys off on the eastern side. Okay. we will have to use tanks. It's not what I want to do, but I want to continue. Okay, wasn't bad. And this is very good. Okay, can we attack with... No. Just with the mobile units. Okay, oh boy, that was amazing. That really worked out good. Okay, so these guys are completely surrounded now. I'm not going to do anything with this because I can't proceed any further north, right? Even if I win, I can't run them much farther. So might as well wait the turn, get the advantage, and destroy them later. Hatteras is unhappy. Okay. Can you go anywhere? No. Is anybody fresh? I'm doing it because we're at the early part of the campaign and we have an advantage here, and it did work out over a 4-to-1. Casualty ratio. So, but now this is 125, 138. Interesting. Very similar. I believe we'll turn that off. And I'm going to do this again because it's so early in the campaign and we took very few casualties. And I just want to get that enemy surrounded. I'm going to stay there. And this is my chance. Die, 28th Tank Division. Yeah. Okay. I'll drive back here. See how that works? Alright. And we'll get them next turn. Destroying units is important, but I cannot. Okay. Alright. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Okay. So, I guess I did a pretty good job locking them off because they're done. Okay, we'll take these off. And that actually made my concentric score go up, you see, right? Because I've eliminated different units from having to work together. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And we're only fighting 60 of them, so I think 200 is great. And we can leave others for attacking more later. Alright, you want to attack in that direction. So, as usual, I'm having... oh, that's annoying. Difficulty deciding whether I want to wait or I just want to move in and destroy. And I think I'm going to just destroy. I'm going to move you there just to get that going. And that is more than we need. It's about double. It's a little less, but 600 for 35,000. No, 37, 8,000, somewhere in there. And you, sir? All right. I usually like to make 9th Army go high. We'll deal with that in a minute. Alright, this is just a pesky little thing. And Hugo. We will deal with it without difficulty. Okay. So, I do not want 2nd Panzer, especially 2nd Panzer infantry, to get caught up trying to patrol this trail down here and block this. So I want them free to come up here and come up from the south side of Minsk, like I said last time. So I'm going to move 4th Army into position to be able to go up this way, but also do a little protection in here until we take Minsk, and then we can get that 7th Army going, that we get a command card. All right, where am I? Yep, there it is. Okay, inspire, maneuver, envelopment. So I'm going to go for envelopment because that's what we're doing. Good. What's the any key? Let me get up here to 4th Panzer, and I'm just going to put everybody on that. And let's get down here. Kleist. All right. Almost forgot. I try. All right, we're not there yet. We are messing around. Where the heck were we? Oh yeah, all this stuff. I was trying to get 4th Army into some kind of position. Yeah, that worked out really well. Okay. Fine. Oh no, that would be backwards. We're not doing that. You're annoying. Okay. We'll go there. Not a huge fan of having them that high, but they want to go more north. I do not want to do that. All right, let's get some 3rd Panzer out here. So we'll take Rondo. I think we'll wait on that. That's fine. What else can we do? Nothing. Wow. Wow. Big thunder. Butt kicker thunder. Aye, aye, aye. Let's get you across the river. Now we've surrounded this. Alright, and I'll move you up there. And there ain't no place to go for the 204th Motorized Division of the Soviet Army. So bye-bye, fellas. Thanks for coming to the dance, all 10,000 of you. Kaboom. Can I go anywhere else? I can. We'll go there. Alright, I think we're done. I need another mobile division to go there and ensure that we are fine. Smash. Hulk smash. What do we smash? You guys ran off over there. Okay. But we did surround this unit. Can't go there, huh? And... what? You should be able to attack. Oh, you guys. Okay. That's not the end of the world. And you're the one who wanted to go up. 258th. Okay. do I do with you? Let's see. Okay, that gets them a chance to attack. There. I'm gonna leave that alone for the moment. Alright. Let's turn off one of these light divisions and just go to town on Chemichel. Yeah, 11,000 for nothing. Where's my mountain division? Aren't you truly in the south? And get a light division down there too. That's fine. It's kind of tempting. Kind of tempting. Yeah. This is smarter. He might survive. Nope. Okay. That was again extremely worth it. And the reason I didn't want to muck around with up here is because I didn't know how compressed north-south 17th Army would become. And I didn't want to pull up 6th Army too far. Now, we were trying to get 1st Panzer south. To try and cut off these guys. Should have gone for the 3rd. Yeah. All right. Turn that off. We're just trying to smash this guy into the swamp. I'll leave him there. I don't want that blue division to go that much farther. Okay, good. We did it. All right. Put you there for now, even though I just said I don't want to. Let's see here. We could do that with just 6th Army units. Leaving 4th Panzer free to run amok. All right. I thought that 2 guys would be able to attack 2 divisions, but they were not. I think we're okay though. And 63. It's a shame. It's a real shame these 17th Army unit can't. What? All right. Wanted a couple divisions down here. do something else? Not really. It's not that great of an advantage, but take it. Can anyone else go anywhere else? Okay, can we get you guys to move? Not in the direction that I want them to move. If you could go to the left, that would be awesome. There's a command unit in there. Well, I'm gonna smash this because there's not much else in the way of options. And I get to do that. So that wasn't too bad. I don't think we've got anything left, yeah. I'll take it. And you guys are done. Okay, good enough. The light infantry can go after this cavalry, so that was good. It was 400 for nothing. That's good. I'm not going to go in there. Yeah, we're pretty broke. Shoot. But I don't think they can all run out fast enough, and then I can bust my way over here if I have to and block them all off here. Which is probably what I should do. Yeah, these guys will just wait. Next turn. Yep, covers us all the way down there. Good. Okay. Now we can release 2nd Panzer to go do other stuff. Just me, huh? Yeah, there's more here. I'll do that. And this will be absolute pulverization. Yeah, I was checking to see if that number would go up, and it did. When I turned off the 20th motorized from the 3rd Panzer. All right. I'm going to go there and deny that. Beef that up. Oh, we got 2 more tank divisions. Might as well. Looks pretty good. Again, the right move. You're fine where you're at. That's right. And so we'll just beat on this. It's an available target. Rug came up on me. Do. No. And no. We don't fight fights that are fair. Okay, I think that deals with that. We're leaving that. We've surrounded that. Oh, I would love to just bomb that or something. There's nothing I can do. Surrounded that. Yeah. Just one unit to attack. So this is dealt with. Alright. Army group south. Do like to try and use the Romanians to get across the river and try and scoop some of this stuff up. You still got fighting power? You do. Alright, let's see if we can pinch this off with the tanks and the cavalry. Yeah, that's going to be tough. Let's do that. Okay, not bad, not bad. It's not really what I want. What I want to get is more guys over here, work from the down from the top. But we got a good start. It's really not bad for compression. But we did lose a lot of guys. Well. We do have an advantage. We'll take advantage of it. Heavy casualties, and we didn't destroy them. I don't normally take risks like that, but when I do. But it was too good of a chance, right? It looked good. We did get a good casualty ratio. Boy. We're going to be thin here. Actually, this is kind of bad. Serious problem here. There are definitely not enough units to cover everything. I might try and come across. Can I come back one? Shoot. Oh boy. Paddling the school canoe. Oh, you better believe that's a paddling. 60. Crossing a river. It's probably not going to be bad. Yeah. Yeah. Damn it. Can't move them either. Can you do? All right, I'm going to leave these. I'll put this one on 25% retreat. Same with these guys. There's no sense in them being destroyed over something that we can easily take care of. Not a bad start down here. But see what happens. That's what I was trying to avoid up here. And I did. Okay, so we've dealt with this. We've dealt with this. We've dealt with Army Group South. Center. And North. And the Finns. Alright, let's look at our reps. Civilian oil allocation. I'm going to annoy Hitler and ask for some, but it didn't hurt too much. Luftwaffe oil allocation. I'm going to let Goering have his way. And eventually he'll be able to help me. He can talk to the Führer. Security divisions, same thing, fortnight. This propaganda film. So basically, do I want Goebbels and me to be buds? It's toughy. I got lots of points, so I might as well do it. I don't know what good a public relations score. It has no direct... Okay. Yeah. Okay, so do we want to move the forward supply base? No. It's way too early just to move it to Brest-Litovsk. We should wait until we are at least at Minsk or Orsha. Our guys aren't even tired yet. They've barely moved. End our turn. Yes, we understand. Actually, let me move my phone while we're waiting. Space Piracy, the book by Hugh Taylor and Mark Feldman. We'll get back to that. Run away, run away. Huh. They're actually retreating towards Perskiro. I'm shocked. All right, yeah, they're trying to make a line here, so I got to bust through and come around the back. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not going nearly as well as I'd hoped it would, the encirclement in Army Group South. You can pause and look at these if you really, really, really want. Save. Turn 3. the killing continues. Over double the amount of killing. We're being very efficient. All right. Reports. Boy, there's a lot of things for me to do. Daily log. Now, we haven't got to Doug Paulus or whatever it is to try and worry about it. I didn't get this for a while. Last game I played. Police Division. Not Polish police. Okay, truck columns traveling excessive distances, so pretty soon I gotta capture something and get it going. We'll have a look at the report. Boy, a whole bunch of new divisions are ready to come out, huh? Staff report. Destroyed one army HQ. That's good. And Intel doesn't tell us very much. Yeah, no units near Kyiv. I ain't getting to Kyiv right now. Okay. Yeah, this is going up. I mean, it's only been 2 turns. Now. You can pause that if you want to take a look. Let's look at the battles. And there were a lot of them. For the night is dark and full of terrors, especially in the north. Even though we're around the longest day of the year. Alright, doesn't look like the Soviets counterattacked in north or center. And we just continued to battle. Yeah, they didn't attack back anywhere. Okay. So I think Army Group Center, was it, or South? South, yeah. So we go down here and look at logistics for Army Group South. Start there. Truck columns, they're just going long distances. They're not wearing out. There's certainly a lot of them. Where there's so many truck columns, I don't see why they don't just line them up like dominoes and have them travel over relatively short distances. Although then there's a lot of loading and unloading, so that might be kind of crazy. But here we go. We got 450, 126 are in maintenance, 100 are being used for artillery. We haven't lost any yet. That leaves us 224. They're getting used, and there's still plenty. Still lots, so we're good. Surplus 158. So they're whining, but I'm not too afraid. The oil fields. Okay. We did save. All right. I think that's it, unless I forgot something. I'm sure you'll tell me. So feel free to like, comment, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If you know somebody who would like this, please send over a link, maybe of the playlist. The playlist will be linked to in the description. I'll have to make a new one. Ooh. And yeah, this book, Space Piracy, just came out in February. And of course, I run a space and defense show called the Cold Star Project. And these guys reached out to me maybe late last year with some notes. I didn't actually have the book because it was at the printers getting ready. And so I put some good questions together after about reading a 50-page treatment from them. And Mark and Hugh are really happy to be on and have a good, substantive discussion. And I had a lot of fun putting that episode together. It was the first of the new style. So I'll put that in the description, and you can check that out. Basically what they did was sit down and think about all the ways that that topic, space piracy, could impact us from thuggery, hijacking, cartels. And I had some ideas too. Like if you have a space logistics program, like a bunch of spaceships traveling back and forth that are robotic and unmanned, what's to stop a cartel from putting stuff on there and nobody ever knows? So, and it could be spaceport hijackings, right? They thought of a lot of different possibilities. And the idea was to get that conversation started. And at first you kind of giggle a little bit, right? But the more you learn about it, the more you realize, hey, this is important and it is an impending thing. The law for space is pretty difficult. It starts, there's different levels. There's like United Nations, and then each country has its own things. And nations, governments are responsible for the actions of their citizens. So it gets tricky, and international courts are difficult. So, and I've got a whole series on space law. If you want to look at the Cold Star Technologies channel and go into the playlists and look for space law and policy. There's some wonderful Mike Johnson of the Secure World Foundation did a really great introduction for like normal people on space law, which started in the like late 50s, 1960s, right? Early 60s. So you could check that out and let me know, if you like that format or not. In the meantime, I'm going to go get something to drink. I'm thirsty. I've been sitting here for like 2 hours. And I might record one more because I'm going to be gone for 10 days at least after this. So thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.